Hello, everybody. Welcome to Nintendo Pow Block here on Washrush Media. I'm your host, Deluxe, excited Eddie V. Got a new thing for my finger, so 1 week down, 7 to 9 more weeks to go. Who knows? But of course, I got the one, the only busman himself, Mr. Corey Dirrig. Hello, good sir.
Hello, I'm here. I'm alive. I'm tired. Very excited for reasons that maybe we'll reveal later. So that's where I'm at.
I'm excited for you. We're going to leave it there, everybody, because, yeah, we're just going to leave it there. Corey, how have you been? I know we got news about Bungie, and we kind of talked about that and everything. But outside of that, how have you been?
I'm good. I'm tired, but it's been a long week, but I'm excited to do some things and talk about some stuff and all that. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Very tired though, to be honest with you. I'm ready for bed.
Well, I'm halfway through my vacation. At the time of this recording, I got kind of like 4 more days to go. And then, I kind of go to work and then go into my podcast recording next Wednesday. I'm super excited. I seen the movie that we're doing and everything. I seen it on YouTube and I took some notes and wow, it's a adventure. So I cannot wait to see that in Chicago. Hopefully I could grab Grayson probably early. We probably meet up for snacks or something like that. And then I actually just been at home really playing some games and stuff. I've been mostly playing my Xbox than my Switch. So it's only because there's a game that I'm trying to get through and probably let the crew know that I'll probably be on their book club episode with this particular game. Which I'll talk about it when playing with Power. But yeah, I kind of had a good vacation. Plans kind of got changed because of my accident. But I'm super excited and everything. I know my people at work are excited to see me come back next week. Yeah, so I've been doing good myself. Speaking of being good, Corey, it's time for Snacktendo! And I'm gonna go first. And so
Lame.
I after my doctor's visit today, I knew that I was close to going to go get some sushi at my favorite place, Tensuke. So I was just like, you know what, let me plug it in and see how long it takes. And it was like just 24 minutes. It wasn't that bad. So I drove up to Tensuke's and I posted on my Twitter account and everything. And I got like white rice, some miso soup, but I got my king of salmon meal, which I didn't realize it was a California roll. I was just like, oh, okay. Really, really good. The rice was warm, but still kind of like folded. And I don't know how they make it and everything, like with the salmon. And I know they use some kind of ginger sauce on it. But man, it was just so good. And then I went to Misua's, which is a Japanese market where they kind of got like food court and food things. And I bought some watermelon gummies, which was delicious. I bought some like cookies, like the chocolate teddy bear cookies, where the chocolate's inside. It's koala ones. Which was good. Just got a small box. And then there was a drink, which was white peach. So it's a juice kind of thing. So it wasn't bad or anything. But the last time I got it, they had a banana flavor, and I think because banana is out of season, they can't make it anymore. So just like, oh man, hopefully
That's a
they
lame
get it back.
excuse.
Yeah, I kind of like banana milkshakes is one of my favorite drinks. So anything that's like whether it's like a juice and it's banana flavor, I'm more likely to get it because I feel like it's a natural sweetness to it. Bananas are one of my favorite fruits, also. Um, so yeah, that I kind of got that. Had some Arby's mozzarella sticks. That man, fire, so good and
Oh man,
everything.
those things are so
Just
good. You're making me hungry, man.
not sorry. But that's kind of just like, and I got my manwich stuff to make a manwich meal, but I gotta go get the onions and green peppers. I forgot to get them, so I haven't made it just yet, but I'm going to be making it sometime soon. And I got the Hawaiian bread hamburger buns. Um, which is just like, oh, it's that good old sweetness. It's gonna taste good and everything. I actually had a healthy choice, like it was cheese, broccoli, rice, all together, and chicken. And I ate that kind of like TV dinner meal with some Hawaiian bread and everything, like the 4-pack, and it was just, man, it's so delicious and stuff. But
Mm.
yeah, that's what I've been snacking on. Just taking it easy and everything. So, what about you, Corey? What have you been snacking on?
Oh geez. Well, Ed, I kind of texted you over the weekend,
Mhm.
and we got Domino's pizza, and
Yes.
dude, I had the best pizza ever. It was pepperoni, extra
Mm.
bacon, extra
Mhm.
jalapenos. Oh, it was so good. I ate the whole thing. It's a Domino's medium. Everybody, calm down. I'm not that fat. Maybe I am.
I I had the pan made pizza from Domino's.
Oh my gosh, dude, it was so good, man. Like, oh, let me tell you, man. I I wish there was more. I it was just when you get like the perfect pizza and it's just so satisfying. Like not just like the pizza you ordered, but like the perfect
Mhm.
pizza.
Yes,
Oh man, it's so good,
I actually had a red baron for dinner tonight
man,
before the
dude.
podcast.
I don't know how pizza can be that good. I'm telling you, man. I don't know how people. I don't know. I don't know. But it
It,
was really
you know,
delicious.
it really, to me, sometimes it really depends on how quick the pizza gets me sleepy and everything. Because I know if it's a really good pizza and I'm getting piece after piece after piece after piece, I know I'm gonna sleep really good. But if it's just like, okay, I ate 2 slices, and I'm just gonna go to bed, I'm just like, it doesn't do me justice and
Yeah.
everything. Cause I miss out on the rest of the pizza and everything.
Hmm. Yeah. It's pizza is just the best. It's the
Mm-hmm.
best. I don't know what else to say about it. It's just delicious, and I could eat it every single day. I could eat every day. So, but that's what I ate and snacked on, and also some Halloween candy. Not enough, not a lot, but enough. So,
So I stopped by my store because my job, because I had to turn in a sheet for my visit. And I don't know, it may have just been our store, but man, we still had a lot of Halloween candy. Like we got a kind of small section that got moved, but we still had a lot of candy. I'm like, dang. All the other stores that I like helped out and worked at, all of their candy was gone
yeah.
and everything.
Oh man, candy. Everybody loves it.
Well, everybody's getting
Everybody
their
loves.
Christmas stuff out.
I know. Don't remind me. Everybody is already getting their stuff out, and it's like, what are you doing? Stop.
So, Well, I won't start my Christmas shopping until next month, so people won't get their
Yeah,
gifts until later
yeah.
and
Well,
everything.
we're doing a little bit of saving money now because hopefully, it's fine. It's all
Yes.
fine. It's all fine.
Yes.
Oh man.
Well, everybody, it's time for playing with power. Also, Corey, I forgot. When I also was at work, I seen my store manager Starbucks cup, and I gotta get up to Starbucks. They got a nice cup this year. Um,
Oh, like a
and
Christmas
everything.
cup.
Yeah, their Christmas cup, which was really nice. I don't know if they got their peppermint chocolate coffee out or the white chocolate coffee. Man, still Dunkin' Donuts white chocolate coffee is just everything and stuff. Which I got to check them to see their holiday, um, the holiday coffee if they got that coming soon and everything. Like the pumpkin spice, I think all of that is gone. Or they're trying to get rid of it.
I'm
I know
sure.
all they holiday one, which I forgot to go to Pepperidge Farms. I went to them Wednesday, because I went to the Adidas store and I got a hat and everything. But I was actually checking to see if they actually had their winter coats and stuff, and the
Mhm.
lady told me they didn't have it just yet. So I gotta wait for them later on in the month to see if they get their winter coats and everything at the Adidas store. Um, but yeah, I think I'm gonna check Pepperidge Farms sometime this week and see if they got their Christmas cookies and stuff out and see if they got anything new. But playing with power, Corey, what have you been playing with power?
Uh, Not a whole lot this week, just because I've been busy. But I have been playing Miles Morales on PlayStation 5, and it's really fun. It also feels just like Spider-Man. uh, so I'm hoping to wrap that up this weekend. And then I've been playing like one or two levels of Mario Wonder every night as like a, you know, time to go to bed. Let's get a few levels in type thing. So I don't really have anything new to report. It's just two fun video games that I'm working through.
All right. Well, for me, so that everybody know, I still got to still start Sonic Superstars. I haven't. I did pick up Star Ocean, the second story arc. Did pick that up today for $50 from Best Buy. Um, but like I said, I haven't been playing Switch lately because I've been working on Alan Wake 2. I think I'm halfway done. Um, I know a lot of people are saying that this is going to probably end up being a nomination or the game of the year. Um, it is. I will say it is better than the first game. Um, I do like the production value of this. I Wednesday I had to, like, at the end of the day, had to recharge both of my battery sets because I've been playing the game the whole day. Um, I had to brighten the game up because there are some dark places, which makes it hard to see some of the enemies and everything. But it's not a bad game. I can see it getting why it earns its nice and why people are making it game of the year and stuff. It is a little bit funny. It did give me some jump scares, so it did achieve that. And most of the jump scares are because of some of the cutscenes that happen and stuff. Like you'll
Mhm.
be walking and they'll cut and they'll show like a scream or uh some kind of visual, and then you'll go back to playing the game and stuff. And it's just like, what the world? And because I got on headphones and I'm playing at night, or I'm so focused into the game, it just made me jump. I'm like, didn't prepare for that and stuff. But like when you normally just like get used to it if you die or something. You start learning more of the game. It's the bosses are still a little bit challenging. They still have a little problem with the ammo situation and everything. There is no lock on with this game. Um and stuff. And the reason I say that because some of the bosses that you encounter kind of it feels like you need it due to the fact on how dark it is, and you can't really get like a good thing for the light for it and stuff. But I'm kind of happy that they solved a little bit with the ammo situation at times. Um, but it is good. I gotta say, um, they do a nice job of bringing some of control and into the universe of Alan Wake 2. So not really a spoiler alert or anything, but Auntie from Control is in this game and
I've
stuff.
heard that. Yeah.
And he does kind of help and everything, and he sings and stuff. He doesn't have headphones on the Walkman, so if you play Control, you know why uh he doesn't have the Walkman. That plays a part into a little bit of Alan Wake and everything. But you do see some people, some unknown people from the FBC and
Hmm.
everything in the game, which is kind of cool on how that works and stuff.
Hmm.
But it really is a good, and they also at a point they let you switch between Saga and Alan Wake, and when you switch, you're doing their full story or that chapter. So in everything, but right now I'm playing a lot of Saga's story. Um, I haven't jumped to Alan Wake's story just yet, but I'm in back in Saga and everything, and they kind of it still has that TV um feel to it when it be like end of chapter, and then they'll play a song and everything, and you can listen to the song. They got like about 3 songs that they repeat throughout, and you press A and go to the next part of the game and stuff. Um, the the cutscenes are really good. The live action is really good. From it, uh, Sam Lake is in this a lot. And stuff. He plays a major role in this game. But you don't get to play him or anything. Uh, with this. But Alan Wake 2 is a really good game. Um, I'm playing it on normal, so I'm just going in the way that it was kind of not saying it was meant to be played, but that's just like I just started the game and just kind of went through everything and stuff. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna leave it at that, but I am enjoying it. It is a great game. I probably will give it a 9 and everything. As for game of the year for me, I think I gotta finish the game to get more of it. But I'm like, if I had to put in a nomination for like third party game of the year, like a nomination, this would be definitely be in it. And everything. So I am happy to say that. Been playing Immortals. Um, the Immortals game that came out from EA. Really, really good game. I'm having some fun with it. A little bit wonky character animation, like a little bit off here and there. But I am learning the controls for that a little bit because you don't get a lock on. Everything is free action in a sense, but it does have um a reticle and
Hmm.
everything to help you out and stuff.
Well, the secret to that game is you play it like a first person shooter
Yeah,
because it kind of is one.
yes. But the thing about this, you just don't, how you're supposed to hold L and R and it'll help you focus and stuff. it doesn't have that. So that's why I'm saying it's kind of like free roaming
Yeah.
with it
Yeah.
and everything. So and then Vampire Survivor, I'm still unlocking some stuff. Just trying like new builds and everything with that. So that's kind of what I've been playing with Power. Hopefully I'll finish Alan Wake 2 probably by Sunday. And continue to play Immortals. I will get back to Mario Wonderland. I am kind of like on, I would say like the third area for it. For this game, so I gotta work on that. Really challenging game. I don't know how people 100% it, but they did. So I'm just like cool for them. But I'm taking my time with that. I am gonna start Betting Chaos, Star Ocean, and Sonic. I'm gonna start that this Saturday. Ooh, excuse me. For it. Oh, for Alan Wake 2, the gunplay is better. The gunfights and everything is completely better. It's a little bit balanced. I think the only thing I don't like is that you do have to find some pieces for Saga to make her a little bit stronger with her guns. But the stuff that they give you is not enough. So and you really don't get a lot of places to explore to find those secrets, but it feels like if you're Alan Wake, you're easier to build him up than you are able to build up Saga. It's very weird on how that goes and stuff. So but probably if I do a replay and play it on easy, anything like stuff that I miss and stuff, I'll probably be able to find and not have to worry about the enemies and everything. And I don't know if the game has New Game Plus or anything, uh, but yeah, that was the thing kind of with Alan Wake 2. So,
Mm.
but then everybody, it's time for Femi News. Corey, take it away.
All right. Well, Ed, we're really scraping the bottom of the barrel here for some news. I mean, there's stuff on this list that I normally just would skip because it's not important. But all right, we'll start with this one. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass Wave 6 is out on November 9th. That's quite a mouthful. So that's the last wave of the Booster Course Pass. So if you haven't played it, you should try them out. Also, there's some sort of physical edition that's coming out that includes waves 1 through 5. So the last wave would be all digital, I suppose. So some of the additions on top of the courses, 17 new racing suits, which include Toad, Cheep Cheep, and Daisy. There's a jukebox mode, which lets you listen to course music however you want. So Toadette is also included. Let's see, where are the courses at? Okay, so Wave 6 will include Rainbow Road from Mario Kart Wii, Madrid Drive, Piranha Plant Cove, and Rome Avanti from Mario Kart Tour, DK Mountain from Mario Kart Double Dash, Bowser Castle 3 from Super Mario Kart, and
That looked really nice.
Yeah, and Rosalina's Ice World from Mario Kart 7. So that's it. We also know the weight class for each new driver. Diddy Kong and Peachette will be in the medium class, while Funky Kong and Pauline will be in the heavy class. So that's it. That's it for Mario Kart 8, maybe, until they just port it to the next console and add more DLC.
They wouldn't do that, would they?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to know. Okay, I don't need to know. I don't want to know. I just want a new Mario Kart, man. Let's be honest here for a minute.
Yeah, it's time for a 9.
Oh man, Mario Kart's so good though, man. Mario Kart's so good. I love Mario Kart 8.
Dude, when that mug said 48 tracks, I'm like, dang, that is true.
It's just a
And
whole new
I think
game, essentially.
pretty much yes.
I
And
think
go ahead.
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I think a lot. I mean, I think at least half of these courses or probably maybe 20 of the 48 are from Mario Kart Tour, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder if they took the best from Mario Kart Tour to put because they knew they were shutting that down soon ish. Because it's supposed to be shut. It's supposed to shut down soon, I think, or end support at some point. Uh, so yeah, I guess this is a way for those courses to live on, but also they're like the worst courses in the entire game. Uh, but that's okay. Not every course
Oh,
has to be a banger.
what is? I think it's one of Yoshi's tracks from Double Dash. Um, when it's
Um,
different routes to go and everything. I think that's Yoshi's track.
no, it's in 64. It is a Yoshi track, but it's from N64.
What is the one on GameCube though?
I don't remember. I don't like Double Dash. I didn't play that much of it.
Oh, I love Double Dash.
I like the concept of Double Dash, but I just don't like.
The tracks on there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I don't like the way it I don't like the way it handles drives. I just don't like it at all.
So I think it was because I think one of the things definitely for why I like Double Dash, why I love Double Dash, is that I think it was easier to drift in that game,
Yeah.
and it really felt like a new step or evolution of the Mario Kart games. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's still with this arcadey feel, but I think it's because I played so much of it wherever I went. I just started getting better and better and finding out what is my best combo and stuff, like characters and cars and stuff that fit me and everything. And I think that's why I love Double Dash so much and the tracks and everything.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, November 9th. That's gonna be good. And for once again, they're advertising the price for it like, hey, it's $24.99 if you want everything. If you don't have NSO, but everybody who has NSO, uh and you have the expansion pass, you'll get it for free. So you'll have all of those tracks and everything.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really played the new tracks all that much. I like what I've played. There's just been so many other games, man, that playing this almost 10-year-old game. By the way, a side tangent, well, kind of related. I've been making this giant list of video games that I either have played or want to play. And it's kind of just like a Google sheet that I can edit anytime I need to. And I where was I going with this? Um, Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U came out in 2014. 2014, we've been playing this game.
wow.
So
Mind
yeah,
you, this is before the $12.99 DLC.
yeah, um,
That
yeah, man.
when
It's
when I know people had complained about DLC, but like when Nintendo got into it and it was just like with the stuff that you were getting, people just like, oh heck yeah. Mario, I swear, I think that was the really best deal that Nintendo did with Wii U for Mario Kart A. Like
yeah,
if depending on where you bought it at, definitely for me at Toys R Us, buying that game and then choosing out of 4 games from Nintendo's first party, getting that as a digital free code because you bought Mario Kart. So you literally was getting 2 games for $60 and everything. And
yep,
man, goodness, if they would have had that deal when Super Mario 3D World came out, that would have been my game. But I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna get Pikmin 3 for free. Download.
man. Um, yeah, It's so funny because like we hear people just like bash on the Wii U, yet everybody bought the same games on the Switch, and they
Mm-hmm.
say they don't like the Wii U, but you're certainly playing all of the Wii U games on your Switch.
Yep.
It just, I don't know, man. Well, I didn't like the way the console looked. Who cares? I don't like the way the PlayStation 5 looks, and I have one. Looks like, to keep it PG, a very large version of Lady Parts. So, just throwing it out there.
Compared to the PS4 that looked like a George Foreman grill. No, not the George Foreman grill. That was the PS3. Um, the Kit
You mean the
Kat
Kit Kat
bar
bar?
was the PS4. Yeah, it did like a flat grill with the slim. I did not like the PS4 design. I'm sorry and
I
everything.
mean, I would say all of PlayStation's designs are ugly, except for the slim PS2, in
Yes,
my
and
opinion.
I will say the PS4 Destiny one does look good. That one I will give it to. But then I'm like, that's within the Monster Hunter 4 one. I mean, those two, because of the outside casing and stuff, how they were designed, it's very appealing. But still, to this day, outside of Nintendo stuff, I still think that Advanced Warfare Xbox One still looks fantastic. It's like it's still one of the best consoles, exclusives. I'm like just in design. I'm like goodness. And then that 360 Halo was which one Halo was it? Was
The
it Halo
Halo
4?
4 one, yeah, the
Yeah, that
translucent
one
blue
looks.
one.
Yeah, that one is beautiful. Also,
Yeah, I think that's my favorite special edition console of all time, in my opinion. I think it's
yeah,
awesome.
and then just 3DS, just choose a random one because like they has the 3DS and the 2DS um had some banging consoles like
Yeah, they
exclusive looks and stuff.
also wrecked your bank account because there were so many of them and everybody had to have them all.
That is
I mean,
true.
I bet the DS only sold like to like 10 million people, and they just all bought several three several DSs.
Well, shoot, just for like a remake of a system, the DS Lite, just that black one. Oh, the black one was mine. It just looks so beautiful, so sleek. I'm like, yeah. Who cares if it looks like a makeup case? I don't care. This mug looks sexy as ever.
Yeah.
So
So, all right, we're gonna move on to the next story. I feel like this is gonna be a relatively short episode. Um, you know, which is fine, I suppose. Next story. Sorry, I like lost the doc. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC. The Indigo disc is getting a December 14th release date. This is, I think this is part 2 of that DLC, if I'm
yeah,
not mistaken. Um, so let's see. I'm not familiar, so I'm just going to read from this article. Uh, part 2 of the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's The Hidden Treasure of Area Zero is launching on December 14th. The Indigo Disc will take place at the Blueberry Academy, where you'll meet up with friends you made during part 1 of the expansion pass, the Teal Mask. In the Indigo Disc, you'll be able to catch all previous starter Pokemon along with a whole handful of returning pocket monsters. And to access it, you'll need to have beaten the main game story and cleared the Teal Mask. So there you go. Pokemon DLC, Ed, are you playing it?
I'm going to finish up the main quest, and I'll have to buy it and everything. I'll probably that'll probably be like something I do during our holiday break and stuff.
Hmm.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna buy. I know I gotta buy both of them. For the DLC. I know, and I believe they sell it for a bundle. So, but I'm going to like buy them, but I'm gonna try to finish the game like probably between uh November and December.
Hmm.
This month in December, I'm gonna pop it back in and just like head straight forward to the game and stuff.
Hmm. Okay.
But that's exciting.
Yeah, I think so. All right, Ed. This is where we're scraping. Okay. The Nintendo Museum sign has been hung on the building. I mean, it honestly, it looks like it looks like the Nintendo logo with the word museum underneath it. So
Yeah.
that's neat. I mean, it's exciting though, right? I mean, I think the Nintendo Museum is an amazing idea, especially because like we've always like the community, the Nintendo community has always been very critical of Nintendo's kind of, I don't know, the way they handle their past and their legacy.
Mm-hmm.
And whether we want certain games or they're not allowing people to preserve certain games, or and the virtual console and the NSO stuff has been a good kind of, I would say, band-aid for that. But I think the museum is going to do a lot for informing people on what what they were known for before games. And I think that Game Boy that was blown up in a war is going to be in there because they removed it from um, the New York store finally. I think you're going to see
Wow.
a lot of like weird prototypes and consoles that never came out, or maybe they'll have the Virtual Boy on display. But how do you feel about the museum finally kind of coming together?
I'm excited for it.
Even though it's
And
in
it just
Japan, it will
like
probably never go.
yeah. Well, I'm like Japan is one of the places, one of my goals in life that I do want to go visit and everything. Because of course I want to see Nintendo and stuff, or even just like, well, they can do that at Seattle on the outside too. But I kind of want to just see what kind of history that they have, that and facts about stuff that I never knew Nintendo had in everything. Like I wonder, do they, like you mentioned, prototypes? I wonder, do they actually got some prototypes of systems that they just never released, and this would be the first time that the public sees it and everything. Like I would be very interested in that. Maybe artwork and things and stuff. Maybe stuff from Space World. Like I kind of would love to see how all of that would be at this museum and everything. And of course, I would love to see their cafeteria and everything, and what kind of Nintendo food or names and stuff that they provide and everything. So I think this is cool. Uh, and I think people will be like, if I go to Japan, or I go to Kyoto, that'd be one thing that I would love to go see. Um,
Yeah,
and everything. So yeah, I think it's
yeah,
cool.
that'd be interesting to go see. I think I would really like to see it someday, but I don't know if I'll ever go to Japan because it's a really long plane ride, and I don't like planes anyway. And I will be the largest person there. It's going to be a whole thing. So just
uh,
skip it for now.
yeah, that'd be fun. Just imagine me and you end up going there, and we was able to do like record a small expansion pass or power block episode, or like a mini block or something and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Or just run into Miyamoto or something. Just like,
Oh yeah, I'm
wait a
sure we're
minute,
going to run into him on the street while we're trying to eat a hamburger or something. Or
uh, I if that ever happened, like I definitely would say hi and fan out, but I would like wouldn't take no pictures or wouldn't ask for no autograph. I kind of probably would just say like thank you for
well,
helping me become a gamer.
I mean, I'm sure he will be surrounded by several hundred security guards and
Yeah.
one translator, maybe. So, good luck with that, I guess.
Uh,
Yikes. Well, now that we haven't talked about anything in the news at all, we've always had some side tangents. Let's move on to our next tangent. Atari has acquired Retro Specialist Digital Eclipse. This is really interesting. I know Atari's kind of making kind of like a larger comeback, and they've already acquired Moby Games, which, if you guys don't know what that is, that's kind of like the IMDb of the video game industry. You should definitely check it out if you want to learn more about who develops your favorite games, and it's a really interesting website. I highly recommend it.
Yeah, for people who don't know what a first party and a third party game is.
Yeah. Anyways, that's Atari is Digital Eclipse did Atari 50, and I think they did the Ninja Turtles collection that just came out too, and
Yeah.
they're like, they specialize in a lot of retro stuff, and I highly recommend checking out the Atari 50 documentary. It's like part of the game, where like you'll play one of the games, and then you can, like, when you're done with it, it'll give you like a history, like a brief snippet of the documentary, and really encourages you to play all of the games. But Ed, how do you feel about? I think Atari is making some kind of pretty smart moves. They're funding smaller indie games. They're kind of making a collection of studios and companies that they're kind of acquiring on the lowdown. And
I have questions. So I'm like, where y'all getting this money to do all of this?
Well, okay, so you can actually, the new CEO of the new Atari is actually doing rounds of interviews, and I'm thinking about reaching out to him just to talk to him about, why are you reviving Atari, and how like, what was the idea? Are you following some plan? Like, he's really easy to get a hold of. Well, quote unquote, easier than most CEOs of companies, I guess. Not exactly easy, but he has some really interesting things to say, and he seems like a really smart dude. I think he is making some really interesting plans for the company. I know they're releasing a relatively cheap Atari 2600 with HDMI out, called Atari 2600 Plus, where you can play old and new Atari carts. You can kind of, and it's not the Atari VCS that they, Atari's a weird company. They're kind of split into two sections, but there's two Ataris technically out there, and one is like the bad Atari, and then there's like the game section of Atari. And this is like just like a cheap Atari 2600 that you can buy and play, and you can either download games or play carts, and they're also doing reproduction carts to play in it also, which is really interesting.
So I wonder, with them purchasing Digital Eclipse, are Digital Eclipse going to be working on Jaguar games, like
Well,
remaking them?
they have created a Jaguar emulator. There's I think there's two Jaguar games in the Atari 50 collection, and they finally got Atari Jaguar emulation correct. Rumor is they're working on Sega Saturn emulation, but who knows? Because that's notoriously the hardest console to emulate, is the Sega Saturn. Notorious.
Because I'm just like, I wonder, with Primal Rage, and Primal Rage 2, will Atari ever go back to Primal Rage 2 and fix it, like finish it and stuff?
They
Like,
did say that their goal is, by 2025, is to revive IP in a AAA fashion. They're obviously doing indie games, and it's working now for now, right? Like, they're funding games for between, like, the last interview I heard with him, he like between $3 and $15 million projects, which is, really cheap, right? They made that color puzzle game, Cobril or something. It starts with a K. We talked about it at some point on this show, because it was like their first major kind of comeback. I gotta look that up, but they've been investing in some really interesting games, and I'm actually excited to see what Atari's going to do. It's really fascinating to listen to this guy.
Yeah, because it looks like, and I'm not. It may sound like I'm hating, or I'm trying to sound negative about Atari, but it's just a weird shift that came out of nowhere. And it feels like they're doing like a THQ kind of thing to
Hmm.
bring back that name and bring some justice to it, bring some recognition, and in all honesty, bring some respect to the Atari name because of all the past stuff that had happened with Atari and everything. And like, as much as they got classic games, Atari at a point in time was a joke to a lot of people with the stuff that they released. They were connected to bad quality of stuff. So it's so to see where this change is going as someone actually in a position that cares not
Hmm.
only about the company but the product that they put out, it's just
Hmm.
it came out of nowhere. So
Yeah.
getting answers and now definitely seeing reviews and stuff, I'm not reviews or interviews and everything, it's just interesting to see. And people might be wondering, how does this play with Nintendo? Well, Nintendo has its ups and downs and everything, but Nintendo has always been cared about games, and they still have been considered something positive in video games regardless of all the stuff that's also connected to it. Nintendo Nintendo
Hmm.
has been a forefront for video games. It wasn't used as a joke or anything and stuff. But
Yeah.
Atari, it's just like Atari was. So to see this shift happen with them, um, it gives. It sounds like it gives more hope for the company, and that they get placed in a better spot, and people give them a fair shake and stuff.
Hmm.
Once again, a new evolution, or a next level for Atari and stuff. And if this all works and everything,
Hmm.
um, hopefully they see the success that comes from it and
Yeah.
everything. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. So that game I was talking about, the color puzzle game, is called Combinera, with a K,
Okay.
Kombinera. It's a color puzzle game. It's on Switch now, but like they've been reviving their IP. Like like Haunted House just came out, a new version of Haunted House. They're making um, Neo Sprint, a new Neo Sprint. They're making Berserk Recharged, and those are kind of like the big three they're kind of pushing right now.
Mm-hmm.
And also, like, they have the publishing rights to any new Roller Coaster Tycoon games. Right now, Roller Coaster Tycoon Adventures Deluxe is on its way, which is not the it's not the Roller Coaster Tycoon you want it to be, but it's I don't know. It looks like a mix of classic versus new. I don't really. I can't, there's no trailer. There's two screenshots, so I don't really know. Uh, I mean, I'll just watch a trailer later, I guess. But um, yeah, I think it's kind of like a version of a mobile game mixed with Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 is what it kind of reminds me of.
Yes.
So uh, the thing that bothers me about Roller Coaster Tycoon recently is that there's no like queue line to watch the people stand in and get really bored in. It's just like, oh, we're gonna walk up to this and we're gonna ride the ride or whatever. And I like the queue lines. I like making
I
people
thought you
wait in
was,
line.
I thought you could make that. I thought
Not
that was
in
one of the
this
options.
one. Not in this one. So
Because I know
anyway,
the. Oh,
oh, here it is. Okay, yeah, this looks like Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 for sure.
I
Even though
love
the image on the
ones.
box art looks like Roller Coaster Tycoon 1,
Oh, okay.
which bothers me.
Look,
But
I love 3 because I get to make my own roller coasters. The sandbox. That's the only reason why I love 3 and everything. Uh, which reminds me, Corey, did you start the classic one that you got on Steam?
no, because apparently it doesn't work with the version of Mac OS that I just updated.
Ah,
And so I'm gonna turn on my laptop over there and see if it'll run on that. But
okay.
yeah, it's kind of. sucky. So what is Roller Coaster Tycoon Joyride? It's on PlayStation.
Ugh, that
Oh,
doesn't
immersive
sound good.
VR.
Oh,
Gross. Sure, I'll get sick to play Roller Coaster Tycoon. No problem. I'm trying to find something that's like, what is this little symbol? Google Play. Got it. Gross. Roller Coaster Tycoon is on. Wait, hold on. Wait. Oh no, it's just Google Play. Okay, gross.
well,
Sorry, I was just Roller Coaster Tycoon distracted me, so
yeah. To let everybody know, Twitch is in the support for the Switch app early next year.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Nobody cares exactly because I'm just like I
That's why I
tried it
let.
out and I tried it out. Well, because people were just like, okay, it's like you
I
were
didn't even know
only able to
Twitch.
watch stuff.
I didn't even know Twitch was on Switch. So, not that I am like dying to watch Twitch streams, but
Well, yeah, but it was just like the reactions to it was just like, oh, okay, we couldn't stream any games on it or nothing because people thought that it would be something like you could stream games from your Switch and everything to your channel and then send it out, but it was just like, oh, no, we only could on the streaming and thing, and then all the problems with chatting and stuff, and then them kind of saying that we consider Nintendo a good partner and stuff like that. I'm like, but you didn't do anything. So it's just like, it's are you guys gonna try to see if you can stream games on their next gen console?
right.
Like, I highly doubt that and stuff. Um,
Yeah.
which I
Well,
think, and we're gonna get into the new releases and stuff, everybody. But I really think that if Microsoft still had Mixer, I think Mixer would have ended up on Switch to stream games.
don't bring up Mixer. It makes me sad.
I know, but I'm just like, with their relationship with Microsoft and Nintendo, I think that could have happened and everything.
Yeah. Side tangent, Ed. What's the subtitle for Castlevania 3?
Um, Castlevania 3. I don't think they had a subtitle for Castlevania 3. But I think they did. They did. Um,
Dracula's Curse,
yeah,
according to.
because
Sorry,
Castlevania 2,
I'm writing down games as I think of them that I've.
Castlevania 2, Summer's Quest, Castlevania 3, um, Dracula's Curse, Super
Super
Castlevania
Castlevania.
4, Castlevania Bloodlines, which is on NSO. That was the Genesis one, and then you got two Castlevania 64. No,
I just want to try to play
Symphony of
these
the
games at
Night.
some point.
Yeah, Symphony of the Night on Sega Saturn and PlayStation. And then Castlevania 64, and then you got to like the Xbox and PlayStation ones.
Yeah.
Then with the Game Boy DS, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I know with those, it's the Castlevania collection for Switch.
Yeah, I have the Castlevania collection and the Castlevania Advanced collection. I also have the Symphony of the Night 360 arcade port. So,
and then Castlevania Bloodlines is on Genesis, and that's the only one that I haven't like played or beaten. I really haven't played Castlevania 3. I never got a chance to play that. So
yeah, I just I'm making that list and I was looking at Castlevania stuff, so I've never
well,
played
Corey, you want to get
Castlevania
into
or
you
Mega
want to get
Man.
into Pack Watch?
Sure, I guess. Ed's trying to get rid of me. It's fine.
No, I'm not.
It's like, you're ruining my sleep time.
No, Corey, I'm a night owl. If anything, you the one that's gonna go to sleep than me.
Dude, you better believe I'm going to bed right after this. All right, so
just like I ended the show later.
look, man, this is going to be the shortest episode of Pow Block in like 3 years. So,
True.
all right, so Pack Watch coming the week of 11/7. So 11/7, Nickelodeon All Star Brawl 2 is coming. Nickelodeon All Star Brawl 2 lets you duke it out with the biggest and best fighting character roster yet. Choose your favorite brawlers, master their unique movesets, and use all new powerful supers, and land the finishing blow with friends or across a unique roguelike player campaign. Gross. I wonder if there's going to be voice acting in it this time. Also on 11/7, Salt and Sacrifice. Salt and Sacrifice is the follow-up to the Souls-like dark fantasy RPG Salt and Sanctuary. In a land plagued by powerful and twisted mages, the condemned marked inquisitors take up the hunt. A once peaceful kingdom is plunged into chaos by encroaching tides of mages, merciless embodiments of elemental chaos.
So Corey, before you go on, you might not know this. I thought this game was already out on Switch.
No, it was not yet. No, it was out on came out on PlayStation already and Steam, but it's just now coming to Switch, I think.
Did it hit Xbox?
According to I don't know. I mean, I just assumed this was one of those games that skipped Xbox because games skip Xbox all the time. On 11/8, Risk of Rain returns. Dive into the iconic roguelike full of unique loot combinations, entirely new survivors, overhauled multiplayer, and more. Risk of Rain Returns is a remake of an action platformer with roguelike elements developed by Hopu Games. The game is set in the distant future where space transportation is common. Why would you remake a game that's like 8 years old?
What?
This is some
Didn't Gearbox release this one?
I don't know, man. I think they did two. I think they published the second one.
Okay, because I remember them announcing it at that Borderlands 3.
Yeah,
when what's his name was working there.
Yeah, I'm just saying, man. This was this game's like 8 or 9 years old, maybe 10 at the most, and it's an indie game, a pixelated 2D indie game. Like, what needs remade? I don't know, man. All right, I'm moving on before I get angrier. And then on 11/9, Berserk Recharged. Hey, we just talked about this in the Atari story. In Berserk Recharged, players will fight through a deadly maze filled with menacing vocal robots that have one thing on their processor drive minds: your doom. Fans remember the original Berserk as one of the first arcade games to use speech synthesis, and Berserk Recharged keeps the dialogue going. So those are the 4 games that are coming out this week. Obviously, by the time you're hearing this, next week Super Mario RPG is coming out, so that'll be the big one. And also, when Super Mario RPG comes out, will be the first day of my vacation, so that'll be fun.
Yes.
So yeah, that's happening. But that's it. That's all the. We don't have any questions because it's late and we didn't ask for any because we suck.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
Well, everybody. Corey, any final thoughts?
I'm I mean, I'm really excited for this list I'm making. Not that anybody really cares, but it's really fun to make, and I don't know why I'm making it. It sounds really stupid, especially because I'm on game 481 on this list, but it's fine.
All right. For me, this month is really packed for Nintendo. We just got, like I said, Star Ocean. We got Super Mario RPG. And we got some more games coming out this month. And I know people are going to be getting ready for Thanksgiving. I know some places are already into their Black Friday deals. I haven't. I know Best Buy has one party going on, but I haven't got to like really sit down and check it and stuff. I know it's going to be an interesting Game of the Year nominations for the Game Awards. They haven't put out their list yet for people to do their voting. I did vote for the joystick one though. The golden joystick. They have their nominations and stuff. I think in October. So I hopped on and did the nominations. I think that's GameSpot. I think that is their kind of thing, ceremony stuff. Um, so whenever I wonder when it's going to be the cutoff point for the Game Awards and everything, and who's going to be there and everything. I don't know if I'm going to watch it this year for the Game Awards. I mean, I may watch it depending on if I work or something. I may watch it definitely for what gets the announcements and everything. But I don't know. I'm intrigued to see what gets nominated, and I'm intrigued to see where nominations fall at with Nintendo. Themselves with their first party, because I'm like, people got to admit, Nintendo delivered a banger year for first party, and Microsoft has Hi-Fi Rush, Sony has Spider-Man 2, for a first party, and just like Nintendo just got so much goodness. It's insane and everything. And then the third party indies is going to be really interesting to see, because I feel like Liza P, Alan Wake 2, Resident Evil 4 remake, probably Dead Space might get something. Street Fighter 6 is probably gonna get nominated for like best fighting. That one might even win and everything. Forza Motorsport might win best driving game, because I'm just like, I don't know if it has any competition. That's another game that just came and went and everything. I know I still need to get it, but like no one's talking about Forza.
It's because it's Forza and it's like the same every year, even though it's like a great driving game, but I just feel like people don't care about Forza, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So.
But I do want to kind of look at what is the top 10 news stories of 2023. I gotta go through.
Well, the top 5 are going to be layoffs, so
that is true.
Not really a topic I'm fond of talking about at the moment, but
I know Activision finally being acquired by Microsoft is going to be one. The Unity story might be a big one. I don't know what else. I understand like the way that Nintendo has done, like how esports, people are doing the community and all the hubbub about that. But that one might not. That one kind of came and went and everything. Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see, like, what is the big stories of this year and everything. So, that is my final thoughts. And that's going to be it for Nintendo Pow Block, everybody. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. Get some good gaming in. Get ready for Super Mario RPG and more. With that, everybody, we'll see you next time on Nintendo Pow Block. Bye, everybody. Woohoo!
Bye. If you want to be a Patreon producer, head on over to patreon.com/BossRushMedia, and find out which tier is right for you. Our Patreon producers at the $5 tier or higher for this month are
Adriel Munger, Celeste Roberts, Christian S., Sana Dirrig, Francisco Santillan, and Rebecca Jewell. Thank you for your continued support.